We have in the Congress, within the Democratic Party, a new generation of leaders, of communicators, of brilliant people who want to bring change to the United States, who want to stand in the gap for the voiceless, who want to protect Americans from the onslaught of fascism that is the Donald Trump administration. Greg Casar is one of these characters. There's a host of others, though. I talk about them all the time. There are certain people I'm very fond of and others that I think should just retire. You know, we salute you. Thank you for your service to your country. But it's time to hand over the reins, to pass the baton, to pass the torch. Pick your metaphor, to get out of the way. If you're a septuagenarian or an octogenarian, we have people who are ready to do the good work, the hard work, the decent work to protect Americans. Again, Greg Casar, one of these people. Yesterday in the committee, knowing the television landscape, knowing that he's on TV, giving me the opportunity to talk about this, to play this clip, this 2-minute and 47-second clip. If you've already seen it, there'll be a timer you can scan through. You don't care about what he says and you just want to hear my stupid ass talk, you can scan through what he says. I don't recommend that. But he is outlining the hypocrisy, the lies, the looting, the absolute con job that is Elon Musk's involvement with government efficiency. Because the Republican Party, powered by, motivated by, animated by Project 2025, is looking to cut Social Security. They're looking to cut the budget in places where people have paid in. You pay in payroll taxes to Social Security every paycheck. And a man who doesn't need any money because he's the richest person on the planet, rapidly approaching trillionaire status, $1,000 billion. I mean, a billion is 1,000 million. And he's got almost 1,000 billion. I mean, it is money he could not spend if he spent $1 million a minute. Probably. I mean, I don't know. It's so astronomically wealthy and just gross and immoral for someone to possess that kind of wealth while there are children starving to death on planet Earth. It blows my fucking mind that this is where we are. And Greg Casar points out, I know I just went off on a rant there. Greg Casar points out what the average American on Social Security earns from the government, how much they leech from the government. While Elon Musk, his isn't $65 a day. It's $8 million per day. Elon Musk, the already richest man on the planet, he earns from we the people. And they're going to cut the Social Security for the grandma who earns the 65, who gets the 65, who paid into the system to get that 65. And the guy who makes $8 million a day is going to claw that back. Watch this from Greg Casar. And if you're not following him on social media, and if you live in his district, you should be very thankful that this is a guy who's a winner. Watch this.
At least 5 inspector generals that were looking into Elon Musk's companies were fired by the Trump-Musk administration. These inspector generals, who are independent, protected by law, they are the people that find the waste, fraud, and abuse and found many of the cases of waste, fraud, and abuse that have been brought up today, fired because they were looking into Elon Musk. At the NLRB, the National Labor Relations Board, which is supposed to protect workers from getting their unions busted by folks like Elon Musk, made functionally broken by the so-called Department of Government Efficiency that really is the Department of Government Efficiency for Elon Musk, not for you. They are trying to shut down the Department of Education, the Department of Labor. You know what Elon Musk doesn't seem to be looking into? His own contracts. Again, I'll ask you, Mr. Talcove, do you know how much money a day Mr. Musk will receive from the federal government for his contracts?
No.
The answer is $8 million a day. Just last year, Elon Musk was promised $3 billion from close to 100 contracts with the federal government. Ms. Royal, do you know how much the average person in this country who survives on Social Security, one of our seniors who's worked their entire life, about how much they have to survive on a day?
I do not.
$65 a day. We're not looking into Elon Musk's $8 million a day. This subcommittee, chaired by Marjorie Taylor Greene and the House Republicans, is looking into your grandmother's $65 a day. Let me be clear. I think we would all support taxpayer savings, look into money we might needlessly send to billionaires and big corporations, find taxpayer savings, and send it back to your hardworking family. But instead, what House Republicans and the Trump-Musk administration want to do is they want to look into your kids' lunch money, your kids' teacher's salary, into your grandparents' Social Security. They want to take that money and give it out in billionaire tax cuts, and they're talking about that in committee tomorrow, in Budget Committee tomorrow. They just released their plan. So let me be clear. When Republicans talk about government efficiency in this Congress, they're not looking into billionaires who don't pay their taxes. They're not looking into billionaires who get rich off of government contracts. They're not looking into Elon Musk firing watchdogs who are supposed to keep him accountable. They're looking at cutting your public schools. They're going straight for your Social Security. They're coming straight for cancer research. They're coming straight for the Department of Education. They're not looking at big tech. They're not looking at big pharma because those people fund their campaigns.
Where's the lie? Find the lie. Find the distortion. Every single piece of that, every single word of that is absolutely true. The inspectors general who were fired by Donald Trump, largely, many of them, I think he said 5, were actively investigating Elon Musk. The National Labor Relations Board, the Pentagon relative to SpaceX launches, the EPA relative to SpaceX launches, USAID relative to his involvement with Starlink in the Ukraine-Russian war. He was being looked into, and they stopped it, just like that. And not only that, as an aside, you know that the Republicans are not taking this seriously, this doggy, the Department of Government Efficiency. They're not taking this seriously when the subcommittee is chaired by Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know they don't really care about it at all if that's the weight, the intellectual powerhouse they've put in charge of this subcommittee. Just gross. What do you think? I would love your opinion on this. You can call 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. The best way is right in the comments, though. That'll help the algorithm it'll signal to the algorithm that this is content that everybody else should see, or at least those who are involved in politics and interested in this type of thing. And it will deliver this content to them or give them an opportunity to see it in the browse tab, or I don't know how it works. Anyway, leave a comment, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Even more importantly, that would be fantastic. Follow me on social media if you want to have a miserable time on social media. I think I could probably brighten your day a little bit. You know, it's a good time sometimes. Overarching, dismal and despair, but you know, we're doing what we can. I love and appreciate you. I'll let you go now. Be genuine. Take care of one another.